Welcome everybody to the non-alcoholic cocktail show dedicated. My name is Domenico and you are about to see another alcohol-free cocktail that can be enjoyed by everyone around the world. I wish I could just drop this into the camera and you could...
You can give it to me.
No, I mean to the audience. I just wish you could... Oh, Marcella will do it for you. In this next cocktail, I want to prepare something... Let's use a coupette like this. Let's make it a small single serve. Let's stay on the aperitif style. And I'm going to use something that you haven't seen before. I want my cocktail to be very, very cold. Like crushed ice. And voila, here on the side. In the shaker, I'm going to use some grapefruit. I want to make a wedge like this. A little bit of pink grapefruit. So just a few drops. We don't want this to become a fruity drink. We just want the grapefruit to be there as a component, as an aroma. So we only want its color and we only want the aromatic and zesty notes of its skin, of its essential oils. So we don't need more than 20 milliliters about. So a couple of wedges, cut in half, squeezed all in. Now time for sweetness. So this cocktail is not inspired to any classic drink. I'm just using all the ingredients that you can easily find in any supermarket, in any market, or you have in a bar, whether you work in a restaurant or in a more sophisticated cocktail bar. Grapefruit, you have it by hand, I'm sure you have it. Open the drawers, look around, you must have a grapefruit around. Big Gino, come on, 20 milliliters. I have tried before a gimlet with only 15 milliliters of Big Gino, gin tonic syrup, and a whole lime juice. That was still a little bit sour. So I adjusted the ratio. I've just put a little bit less citrus and a bit more of syrup. So let's see how it goes this time. Some bitterness with wormwood flavored alcohol-free drink. That's called Nista. Couple of drops. So I have sweet, I have bitter, I have sour. And voila, we've got them all. I want to add a few drops of Jasmine, still non-alcoholic, thanks to ApoJuice cold extract. Okay. And we need something that acts as a spirit. So we need something that goes to complement the strain and goes to complete this cocktail. Let's use Seedlip Garden to implement and to complete the flavor profile of this cocktail. Voila! We're going to use 25 milliliters of Seedlip Garden. It's our short drink. We don't want this to become overpowering. We don't want this to become the protagonist because the flavors into the Seedlip Garden are very pronounced. So we don't want this to be much more than this or the Gelsomino. They all have to play alongside very well. So they have to respect each other. Excuse. Simply by opening the shaker, I can feel rosemary, garden peas, and herbs that comes from the Seedlip, but I'm sure the sweetness will surprise me and the more floral side from the ApoJuice Gelsomino will give me what I was expecting. So let's do it. We don't want this to dilute too much in the shaker. Double strain, and we should be all good to go. And voila. As we want it. Short side, short drink. That's what we were looking for. We love it so much, so we use lemon twist here. lemon twist first on the rim. Completed, but we want to add more color. And so I'm adding a little pine cone just here, which makes no sense at all in terms of flavor, but it makes absolutely sense for the color and to complete the good look of this alcohol-free drink. Starts to come to me and starts to call me and say, hey, come and taste me, come and have a sip. And I will, for sure. So, obviously, you can't skip it, you can't miss it, you cannot miss it. This is so powerful. Garden peas, rosemary, botanicals, but I cannot wait to taste and to feel that. Okay, I think I have the best drink of the year. I think I'm very honest here, I have the best drink of the year because it's not sour, it is sweet, and I love sweetness, but it has that tiny little bit of grapefruit that keeps the balance. Of course, it tends to be sweet, but this is what we wanted. Remember at the beginning, we didn't want a cocktail that was as sour as the Mimret. We wanted this cocktail to be slightly more fruity, slightly more aromatic, so we used 2 sweet parts. But the big Gino here, as we enhanced a little bit the balance, the ratio, we have so much juniper, we have so much sweetness, but a healthy sweetness, because these guys have kept the sugars very low. As I keep tasting it and as I keep experiencing the good aromas of this cocktail, I must say that there are 2 protagonists here. We have absolutely reached the level of sweetness that we wanted thanks to the big Gino. So we have the ingredients that are substituting the gin, so we have all the aromas. We have the juniper, we have the spices, we have the botanicals, we have the ginger, we have the garden aromas with these 2 So the 2 protagonists are the sweetness that I absolutely love, and that little bit of grapefruit that gives a nice complexity and then makes it a little bit bitter that stays with you for a couple of minutes. So I should stop describing and keep drinking, because I feel I will experience much more every sip. Much more and much more every single sip I will have. So I wish I could just drop this into the camera and you could...
You can give it to me.
No, I mean to the audience. I just wish you could... Oh, Marcella will do it for you. So, as I like to say all the time, cheers to your health. Thank you.
Buono.